Happy Icy Monday! It has been an exciting weekend, and it's an even more exciting weekend coming up. But first and foremost, we're going to change things up on you this morning. We have got some exciting things happening in Kokomo, and it's going to happen at Kokomo High School. Abrams brothers are coming. It's on Friday at 7:30. You definitely don't want to miss it. I've got John on the phone and Dean in the studio. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
How are you, sir?
How are you guys? Good,
Perfect.
good.
Can you tell us a little bit about...
Thanks for having me.
Hey, no problem. We're excited to have you. Can you tell us a little bit about the concert coming up?
Absolutely. Well, it's on Friday, March 22nd at 7:30 p.m. at Kokomo High School Auditorium. And we're thrilled to be coming in because that's actually the last stop on our 4-month tour across the United States. We've been on the road since September, with even a quick little stint in London, England. So we've had quite a year, busy year, promoting our new record, which just came out in September. It's called Northern Redemption. And yeah, we've been on the road all throughout the U.S., and Kokomo is our last stop before we go back home to Canada, where we're from. And we're really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
The best bluegrass band ever produced in Canada, is that right?
Well, I think it's very kind of whoever said that. We've been doing it for a long time, my brother and I. He's 19 and I'm 22, but we've been on the road for 11 years. And we were on the road when we were very young, just kids, really. We started out with our father and our grandparents had a band at the time, and we're actually the 4th generation in our family out on the road playing music. So we carry on sort of a legacy of music within our family, and so we've certainly had lots of time and care to sort of marinate over the years in the styles that we've become acquainted with. That being bluegrass music, sort of gospel influences as well. We grew up singing a lot of gospel music. But I think probably the music that we play now is best described as bluegrass rock.
Very cool. And you kind of mentioned about your family, and that was one of the questions I had. What's been a good inspiration for you guys, and who's kind of led you in a direction that kind of helps produce some of your sound?
Well, I can definitely say our family from the beginning. We started out, playing a lot of music in our living room with our family. It was just kind of infectious for James and I. We listened to them practice on Wednesday nights as a band, and that was kind of how we got involved. And of course, then the O Brother Where Art Thou record and movie came out in the year 2000. That was when James and I started learning some of the first material we ever sang on stage. And in later years, we've certainly had influence from other artists, some good mentorship from the likes of Arlo Guthrie. Coldplay have been very kind to us as well in the past 2 years for doing their song Viva La Vida and letting us go ahead and do that without needing to get rights for a video, that sort of thing. And of course, our producer Chris Brown has been a great influence on our songwriting. And so yeah, there's been a real collective of people around us over the years that have been just kind of a part of who we are and kind of just helped us get to the next place.
And it's funny that you mentioned Arlo, because he said that you guys are way too young to be that good. What do you say about that?
That was wonderful of Arlo to say that, and he's a fantastic artist, a great musician and great songwriter. So we certainly look up to him as being a real influence. And we did a tribute record to Arlo Guthrie and Bob Dylan a few years ago. So it was wonderful. He actually ended up writing the liner notes for us, the introduction inside the sleeve jacket of the record. So that was pretty cool. And getting to know him over the years has been fantastic.
And you guys actually became the youngest Canadians to actually perform on the Grand Ole Opry too. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think that still stands. My brother was 12 and I was 15 when we played the Grand Ole Opry, and that was only a few years into sort of the beginning of our career, but it was an incredible experience we will never forget. I mean, I know on stage I specifically made sure I put my left foot in the circle that was cut out of the old Ryman Auditorium where the original Grand Ole Opry was, just to make sure I could say that I was able to stand where the greatest artists in bluegrass country music and the like have stood. And so it was a very, very humbling experience to be on stage, sort of as a part of that ilk, and it really kind of just set the tone for us for the rest of our career.
John, I understand that your cousin is ill and will not be able to perform. He plays the bass, but it also sounds like you guys originally started out with just the two of you. Is that correct?
Well, it's always been James and I, sort of at the very core, and we sort of have built around it at different levels. You know, we'll go out with a bass player or a bass and drums or bass drums keys, and sort of build off that sort of central too. But yeah, no, incidentally, Eli did start this tour with us, but he had to go home due to some illness. So if you keep in your thoughts and prayers, we'd all appreciate that. But James and I have been playing as a duo for like I said, for 11 years. So we've certainly crafted that aspect, and it's going to be an exciting show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, we're really looking forward to it. I don't know if you're familiar with the venue at Kokomo High School, but we have 1,100 seats, and we're expecting to come very close to filling them all, as we usually do for our concerts. So it's a professional stage, and we have also professional sound equipment that we bring in for each performance. So we're very much looking forward to you two being here, and it's going to be not too many more days. Friday at 7:30 at Kokomo High School.
Absolutely, and we really appreciate you bringing us into town. We think the community concert series, anytime we get a chance to do those, I think it's a fantastic thing, and it really represents, a great aspect of what music means, and music is all about bringing people together in a community, whether that be in the living room when your kids listening to your family, or whether that be for 1,100 people, sort of in a bigger living room, if you will. That sense of community is the same.
Lastly, before we let you go here, is there a go-to song that you guys just absolutely love to play, or something that is just one of your favorites that you always seem to just always hit every time?
I think off the new record, the title track, Northern Redemption, is a good sort of flavor, and it's sort of on the bluegrassier end of the bluegrass rock spectrum that we play in, but that would probably give you a good idea of sort of the brother harmony and sort of the brother show that you're going to see coming up on Friday.
I put some stuff on our Facebook and our website to kind of give people a taste of the flavor that they're going to see from you guys, because I really think that once you hear it, it changes your perception, because you guys are really good, and the sound that you guys have, you can definitely tell you have that rhythm.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate that. I mean, we're influenced by a lot of different styles, and we sort of fuse that bluegrass with it. And of course, we're influenced by a lot of Canadian songwriters who sort of paint the Canadian wilderness. So it's got a very kind of rural wilderness feel. At the same time, we do Coldplay's Viva La Vida on the record, so it's got sort of a very kind of rocky flair to it as well. So it's a nice eclectic mix of all styles, and I think it's going to be a nice mix of people too. So
you're going to want to check it out on the 22nd. Show starts at 7:30. I'm excited. There's a lot of people out there excited. We've already had several phone calls of people, how can I get tickets? So we're all excited as a community to get you guys out here. Can't wait to see you. Abrams Brothers at Kokomo High School. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Appreciate you taking your time.
Absolutely, it's a wonderful chance to be able to chat with you guys, and we're looking forward to meeting you in person.
You definitely on Friday, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.